All right, sorry I've been away for a little bit. We just been trying to hustle and get through uh, all these orders. I had probably 70, 80 orders in line, and I've whittled down to probably 30 or 40 now, so I've cut my wait time in half. But anyway, I ain't been making many videos because I've been trying to get through all these radios, especially during the Christmas season, and try to get all this much stuff accomplished as possible and get a reasonable wait time. But anyway, this is for you, Charles. I've got your Stryker 955 all done up and ready to go. We have an upgraded echo board set perfect on the inside, heat shrunken down so it won't change value. It's had modifications done to the echo board to expand the bandwidth on it. We've got a full tune out done. We've got upgraded finals. I've got hi-fi transmit, hi-fi receive with a filter as well to open up the highs to go along with the lows. We have a 5-band internal equalizer that's all set perfect on the inside for you. I've got a variable peak control. All the way to the right is the maximum peak amount, power here. All the way down to the left is the least amount of peak. The only thing that you want to not do is you don't want to crank up your power all the way up and be keying 17, 18 watts, and then the radio only capable of swinging 20 peak off the bottom end. That would be a turd for envelope growth and would not sound good. So keep in mind, if you back this thing all the way down where it only does 20 watts PEP, make sure you're backing down your carrier. But any kind of box that you're going to be going into that requires only 20 watts peak, you're going to be running your carrier down because they're not going to require a lot of key either to be where they're supposed to be. But anyway, all the way down you got about a 3/4 watt key, swings to somewhere around close to 20 watts, 18 watts, something like that PEP, and probably down to 7 bird or so. All the way up it's going to key around 18 or 19 watts, and then wide open here it's going to swing to 120, 130 watts and 50 plus bird average, so you'll have full control there. The back here I've got a MP3 with line level recording for you. It's this jack in the center. There's your external speaker jack, PA jack here, and then the MP3 jack that I've added is right here. That is for your line level recording and also playback. So you can play music over there, underneath your voice, above your voice, or you can record people and then have a true line level recording that's quality and not recorded at a speaker. Down here we've got a switch for your VFO windup. I did a long windup, so it's you're going to wait a good couple seconds before you modulate, while the windup is on, and then when it's off, of course, everything's back to normal. You don't have to wait. But I don't think I mentioned that earlier. You do have a VFO windup mod that is a long windup. I've got you 2 modded D104s. I still have to, and I actually even marked number 1 the same way the radio is marked because you've got 2 radios. I'm going to put you a ferrite bead and also some heat shrink on that to make that nice and give it a stress reliever. I got you 2 wiring harnesses built, second D104 up there, so we got you all prepped. I still got to get you your extra MP3 cords, 2 cords, and then put ferrites on those, and then send you with your extra 2 ferrites too. But anyway, let's get on to performance of the radio. We'll go ahead and show the output and see what it's doing here. Let's see. I think I got my carrier all the way up, peaks all the way up. Go ahead and modulate it. See what we're putting out. Right about almost 130 watts peak, 129. Spectral purity right here on the spectrum analyzer. Everything looks nice there. Output on the LP looks like 156 watts peak. Average output on the bird, we are showing 58 bird or so. So everything's looking good. So now we're going to cut down the peak power output, which is independent of the carrier. Go ahead and cut down the carrier too. And this, like I said, this circuit works independent of carrier and modulation, unless you have your envelope growth way out of balance and you're not, producing 100% modulation from your, where you're modulating the carrier. But anyway, right down there's all the way down here to 3/4 watt and all the way down here. And I didn't demonstrate that carrier too. We'll make sure that it does go down to things a little bit below watts where I got it set to. Yeah, 3/4 watt here. Then we'll go ahead and roll it all the way up to show what the carrier is all the way up here. All the way up is a 19 watt carrier. So go all the way back down here. Make sure this is all the way down there. We'll modulate it. Should be under the 20 PEP range. Yeah, we got about 18 watts peak is what we're putting out there. 18 watts peak, and still clean on the spectrum analyzer. And you can tell that 18 watts is still making it to the tip of my scale, so you know dang well the 130 watts was making it past the scale. So all the way up again here, all the way up again here, and then you can see I'm off the scale now, obviously. But yeah, doing good, great output. All right, so that demonstrates that. I've done a lot of videos like the MP3 deal, and I don't have a cord prep right now, so I won't do the MP3 right now, but I will go ahead and I'll let you hear the sound over the air on my monitor radio. Hopefully I've got everything hooked up here. Let's pull this away here. Let me unplug that, plug in your D104, and I'll just run the mic gain wide open. D104 setting is at a 5 on the back of the microphone is where I've got it set. Alright, let me plug into my line level cord here. Make sure I got enough slack maybe.
All right there, Charles, just letting you hear this thing right here, letting you hear how it sounds out here in the world of sound. Just checking out your Stryker 955. I've got a handheld D104 on here. I've got the mic gain wide open, carrier is wide open right there, and the variable peak is wide open. Not that you can see it because I can't move my cord over there. But anyway, I appreciate you, Charles. Hope you enjoy this radio. I appreciate the business and appreciate the patience as well. Hello, 1 2, check 1 2. Just checking out your Stryker 955 breaker.
A good example of the output. I'll tell you what, I can do one more test maybe. Let me try to demonstrate the VFO. Cut the volume up a little bit here. We'll put this on the side band so we can hear it. Then I'm gonna flip this switch up. And I'm doing this without headphones in, so forgive me if I made a mistake and I don't show the VFO, but I'm going to try to show it for you here. Let me plug back into my line level so you can hear it. And actually, let me do this too. Unplug this mic. I'm just going to use this because I don't even need to modulate. I'll just use my carrier. And, alright, so let me plug back into my line level and I'll let you hear the VFO here. It down long enough so you could hear it, but anyway, I appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the radio. Any questions or anything, you don't hesitate to ask us. Like I said, I got your harnesses and everything else built for you too, Charles. Appreciate it again, and take care. Hope you had a happy new year.